Hello everyone, welcome to the Crypto Intel channel. Today we'll look back at the initial success of Hbar's DeFi platform at the BID Miami conference. Before we start the video, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the bell icon so you can always stay up to date on what's happening in the market. It takes you literally a second, but for me it's motivation to improve the quality and level of the videos on the channel. We have a lot to discuss, so let's get started right away. Right now, the Hbar looks like the market is just days away from potentially triggering a new powerful momentum. The coin has been holding near key resistance for too long, and the longer this accumulation continues, the higher the likelihood that the subsequent move will be extremely aggressive. The most interesting thing is that most of the market still doesn't perceive the Hbar as a prime candidate for strong growth, and it's precisely these situations that often trigger the most unexpected pumps. As of May 23, 2026, the Hbar continues to trade in the 0.10 to 0.104 range, and now the market looks like sellers are gradually losing control of this zone. The price has almost completely stopped engaging in deep pullbacks, and buyers continue to hold the coin near the upper boundary of the range. Historically, such structures often become the final stage before a strong upward breakout. The most important thing now is that the Hbar has been showing signs of hidden accumulation for several weeks. Previously, any upward movement quickly ended with aggressive selling. Now the situation has completely changed. Even during local corrections, the market maintains its structure much more strongly than at the beginning of the year. This is an extremely important signal, as this is how the transition from a pressure phase to a growth phase typically looks. The key level remains the same, 0.10 to $0.105, but now this zone is beginning to look less like impenetrable resistance and more like the last serious barrier before a potential price acceleration. Many traders are noticing that the Hbar has practically stopped moving far from the resistance. This is a very strong technical signal, because when an asset holds near a key level for a long time without a significant downward pullback, the market is often preparing for a breakout. And here, another important factor comes into play. Fundamental news surrounding Hedera is increasingly attracting the attention of institutions. This week, the market is actively discussing the continued growth of corporate use of the Hedera network. In particular, interest in a possible spot ETF on the Hbar has increased again. While there is no official confirmation yet, the very fact of the discussion is already fueling the interest of major market participants. Furthermore, Hedera continues to strengthen its position as an infrastructure project for the corporate sector. The market is actively discussing the expansion of network usage by large companies, the development of AI, and new integrations within the ecosystem. Against this backdrop, Hbar is increasingly being viewed as a leading representative of the utility sector of the crypto market. The technical picture is currently becoming increasingly bullish. The RSI on the daily time frame continues to hold strong and is gradually strengthening. However, the market still does not appear overbought. This means there is still ample room for further growth. Moreover, the RSI is forming a series of higher lows, which typically indicates increasing buying pressure. After months of pressure, the MACD has almost completely reversed upward. Bearish momentum is fading, and buyers are gradually beginning to regain the initiative. These are the signals that often appear before the start of a new medium-term rally. Volatility is also worth noting. Bollinger Bands remain tightly compressed, and the price is holding near the upper end of the range. Historically, such structures often end with a powerful upward impulse. Moreover, after prolonged accumulation, the movement usually develops much faster than most market participants expect. It's also crucial to understand one more thing. While many altcoins have already demonstrated strong movements, Hbar remains a relatively undervalued asset. And it's precisely these coins that most often experience the most aggressive pumps in the second phase of the alt season, when the market begins to seek out projects that haven't yet fully realized their potential. If we consider a bullish scenario, then consolidation above $0.105 opens the way first to $0.12. This zone is currently considered the first serious target for a new impulse. But the most interesting things could happen further down the line. If the crypto market truly enters a full-fledged alt season, Hbar could very quickly accelerate to $0.15 to $0.16, and some long-term models are already considering the 0.20 to 0.25 range as a very realistic target for the coming months. And now such scenarios no longer seem far-fetched, especially given the growing institutional interest in Hedera. Of course, risks still remain. If Bitcoin unexpectedly undergoes a strong correction, Hbar could again test the $0.09 to $0.088 support. But even in this case, the market structure remains much stronger than it was a few months ago, because sellers are gradually losing control, and buyers are increasingly confident in holding the price near the key resistance. To summarize, Hbar currently looks like a coin that's just a few percentage points away from potentially launching a new strong upward movement. The market has held the price within accumulation for too long, and the technical structure is becoming increasingly bullish with each passing week. And if the $0.105 level is finally broken, Hbar could very quickly enter an aggressive growth phase, where the upward movement will become noticeable to the entire crypto market. What your plans, hopes, and expectations are for it. The best and most engaging comment will be featured in the next video. Just a reminder, friends, informational and news videos are posted on the channel every day, so you won't get bored here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're always up to date on all the latest news. And if you liked this video, please support me with a like. Your like is my motivation. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time.